today we're looking at how to connect Retell AI into Airtable. So you're able to capture all the data that comes from your calls in Retell and transfer it with a webhook into Airtable. And we're going to use a tool called N8N to glue the two tools together. And yeah, let's jump right into it. So I want you to have a Retell account, of course, and go and create your own agent, or maybe you already have your own. I'm just gonna create a sample agent, so we can just connect to it with a webhook. I just took a template from Retell that we get offered, and what you will need to jump right into is the webhook settings, and you will see a section saying agent level webhook URL. Now, we don't have that URL yet, so we are going to head into N8N, and please go ahead and make your own account. They have a 14-day free trial, which you can utilize. But what you will want to select is a webhook, and here it is. And you will see that the webhook has two options, test and production. We will need production URL, and we will need to select a post request. Now, when it comes to the path, I like to generally call it end call, just to make it a bit beautiful. We copy that and we save it. And now what we do is, here, we are going to go into Retell back there, and given that we copied that link, we're gonna paste it here. And then, we are good to go. So now we can try to test a call and see it come into our webhook in N8N. There is one thing that is essential to, let's say, have, is that we need to activate this workflow. So make sure to hit that active button so we can have data come in when we go into the executions. Actually, let's already go into the executions. So we make this test call and we have it actually come into N8N. So let's go ahead and test it.
Hello, I'm Anna from Retell Towing Company. Is this a good time to talk?
Yep.
Thank you. Just to make sure I'm speaking with the right person, are you the owner of the white Tesla with the license plate 12345? That was
No,
Main Street?
I think you're talking to the wrong person. Thank you. Goodbye. Awesome. So now let's go into N8N. Let's wait for a few seconds so that the call is going to come. And here we go. We get 3 payloads. And we will need the last payload because that's the call analyze. Yeah, here it is. Payload, which has the information that we need. Where specifically for this video, let's say that we want the example out of the transcript out of this call. So I just make sure transcript. Yes, I see it here. Awesome. Okay, so now that we took the call data, so we have it in now N8N, what we want to do is, transfer that data into Airtable. So Airtable, that's what we're going to look for in the search. And what we want to do is click on create a record, because, we're just adding a record into our Airtable base. Awesome. Now, what we will need to do is create credentials for Airtable. So I want you to head over on your Airtable account, click on the 3 dots, and head into workspace settings. There already, and okay, whatever. Let's do it again. Sorry for that. Workspace settings. I am on my workspace, and you want to go into overview. Click on there, and then you will see that there is the API section, and you want to click on go to Developer Hub. Once in Developer Hub, we want to create a token, and I'm already into this section, but what you need to do essentially is just create a token. When it comes to the scopes, it's generally good practice to just use the scopes you specifically need. And by, let's say, the basic scopes that you will need are generally the data record read, data record write. So please select those. I also like to have schema read, but well, the essential ones that we need are those two. Unless you want them all, it's really up to you, but it's good practice to just select the ones that you need, so that in case of a hack or anything, you are just limiting, the potential damage and not expanding it to everything. And then what you want to do is select the specific base that you're using. That is pretty much it. Actually, I noticed that I don't have a base, so let me, create one quickly. So, yeah, let's just create one here. Okay, let's close here. Suck. Let's just have here. Let's just say that the transcript is going to be here. Save. I think there is notes already in the. Delete these. We can call it testing. And table 1 is fine. Awesome. So we have the testing base and table is table 1. So what you will need to do is come into Airtable here, N8N, and click on Airtable. You will probably not have the access token here in case you haven't, but you will need to create a new token and then add the token and save it, and that is pretty much it. Let's close actually. So yeah, go ahead, select the testing, and then we select the table 1, and then we will see the fields actually pop up here. And then we just need to map the fields. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pin the data that we received from N8N. So I'm just going to click copy to editor, and now it's pinned. And now what we can do is go to the transcript, and I will write transcript, and voila, we add it here. And then I'm not sure, but it used to be that there were some notes or summary. Here it is. It's summary. Yeah, exactly. Call summary, which is like, add, maybe we can change the name note summary. Yeah, it's similar. Yeah, so that is pretty much it. And now we could just test it, click execute the workflow, and boom, we have it sending the data. And now we can check it actually. And here we go. You can see here, these are examples from before, but we get the call being transferred with a transcript and the notes or whatever field you actually want to transfer into Airtable. So that was it for how to connect Airtable and Retell. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment below. I try to do my best to get your questions answered. And yeah, with that said, I thank you so much, and I see you in the next video.